Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. It is Sunday, the 10th of March, 2019. Daylight savings time. I dislike that because there's no real need for it. It's was put into reasons for reasons that don't even matter anymore. But still, life is life. Half the world does it, half the world doesn't. Half the world doesn't even. Well, not half the world, but like China. Excuse me. I've talked and everything to clear my throat and I was doing good. Places like China with their gigantic portion of the Asian subcontinent, and they only have one time zone. And that ain't good. Because dawn over here doesn't mean dawn over here, but you gotta get up at the same time. Or at least that's the way it was during the Communist Revolution. I don't know if they still do that now. I just remember when they had. So, just thought I'd mention that. I can also say, to my great satisfaction, that if you take any song that you like and you replace the solemn or joyous words with the phrases wumba wumba, it just does not hold the same emotional impact. Like the song Simon and Garfunkel's Sound of Silence does not sound as good if it's wumba 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 wumba. This does not hold the same emotional impact. I can say that without much fear of much contradiction. My sincere apologies. I've talked, I even sang, and my voice was doing good. But of course I turn on the webcam. And what with the change in time and just hamsters being hamsters, not like that, but like that. With hamsters being hamsters, I have no hamster to show off today. Everybody is fast asleep. Little Gojira here, I have a mason jar in her cage to help hold everything off to the side. She loves that mason jar. She's moved her nest into the mason jar. And when she's bored and just wants to chew on things, instead of finding plastic to chew on or cardboard, she tries to chew through the back of the mason jar. So I'll hear these awful scritch, 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 scritch sounds as her teeth are going against the back of the mason jar. It works. She likes it. She spends a lot of time in there just digging, trying to dig through the glass and chewing on the glass. So whatever it is that makes her happy about that, I'm glad it does. A very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. But it does make it sad because, you know, little Thigmo, he's a-sleeping, and I was playing last night with... I did not sleep well last night either. It was very, very poor sleep, and I woke up early from pain. So, joy. I don't want to end up taking a lot of stuff for pain. I mean, I'm down to 2.5 milligrams of methadone daily now. I've got myself down to just 2.5 milligrams. I don't want to end up taking a lot of other things. Because if you take like NSAIDs, you're God's above. Your non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, your NSAIDs like your ibuprofen and aspirin. I don't think Tylenol is technically an NSAID because it's really a weird drug and it's bad for you. Don't ever use it. But what was I talking about? Oh yes, with the NSAIDs, when you take those, it does damage to your insides. They found that those people that regularly use medicines like ibuprofen end up with a good 70% have got some form of damage in their small intestinal tract, whether it be bleeds or whatever. And I don't mind using the occasional OTC. I mean, before it was terrifying how much I had to take just for pain, but I don't want to take it every single day. Ugh. Just like with sleep aids. I mean, no matter what you take, if it is, you get used to it, and there may be a rebound effect and you build up a tolerance. And I don't want to do things like take melatonin, because melatonin barely affects me, and when it does, generally I will get sleepy and go to bed, but then I will just pop awake. Not even pain, just boing, like 4 hours after I go to bed. So I don't like doing that. So I don't know what to do. I mean, I've already sleep less than 6 hours every night, and to stay healthy, you need to sleep close to 8. Anyone that sleeps less than 6 is going to find themselves with health issues, and yeah, that includes cancers. So here I'm sleeping like 5 hours a night if I'm lucky on a good night, and it's been that way for over 10 years now. That's why I say I have a sleep deficit that is decades deep, because they have found, and I've said this before, but I'll say it again for everybody that's never heard me say it, they have found that if what sleep you lose, you actually keep as a deficit and drag behind you. You lose an hour of sleep on Monday, or on Saturday night going into Sunday on daylight savings. When you lose that hour, it stays lost and it drags on you. If you lose it on Sunday, next Sunday, you're still dragging an hour behind. Your body wants to make that up. You have a sleep deficit. 10 years my wife was dying in front of me, and for almost 10 years I was lucky for nights when I got 1 hour of sleep a night. And now I've got pain and anxiety and all sorts of things that make it difficult to sleep at all. And so I'm lucky if I get 5 hours. 5 hours sleep is a good night. So I have a sleep deficit decades deep. That's why I'll just fall asleep here while I'm editing in my chair or doing things. Just suddenly I'm bam. I can feel the rails of the freight train coming toward me, rumbling underneath my feet. But by that time, I am no longer able to make good decisions. Like, I need to get up and go take a nap. No, it's, So there's not even a time or a chance. By the time I feel the rails rumbling, that means it's 10 feet behind me. So there, I don't even have a chance. So, I mean, I'd have to sleep like 24 hours a day for how long? 5, 6, 10 years to catch up on all the sleep I've lost? I'd wake up just in time to die of old age, so I don't know what to do. I just try my best to sleep. I take THC capsules for pain control, CBD capsules, so I don't know. Thumbs up. Which has, it is weird. Your endocannabinoid system is different from most neurotransmitter systems in your body. Your body works on the concept of if something is present, then it doesn't need to make it. One of the reasons our neurotransmitters build up, our bodies work on homeostasis. If we start to dip down below, it makes stuff and brings it up. It gets too high, it stops making stuff, it comes back down, and it's a constant to keep in homeostasis. So when you bring in a neurotransmitter like nicotinamide, if you smoke cigarettes, nicotinamide, your body and brain use that as a neurotransmitter. In nicotine, it mimics that neurotransmitter. Because when you smoke, your body is flooded with that neurotransmitter, your body stops making it. One of the reasons you get antsy and fidgety and you have to get up and get a smoke as time goes on, because your brain is literally not working right at that point. Your body no longer makes that neurotransmitter. And so you are physically not working right until you go smoke, flood your body with the neurotransmitter, and then your brain works properly again. That's like, you know, a phone line. It's if you're just using landlines, let's say for this one, you know, it's as time goes by and you stop smoking and you need a cigarette, someone's just come in and cut the phone wires. Your phone doesn't work, but you smoke, you spliced them together again, your phone works. That's your brain. It can't work right because it does not make the neurotransmitter anymore unless, well, when you eventually stop, it will start making that neurotransmitter again because it will recover. It just takes time and it's painful. Oddly, because THC mimics all the cannabinoids in our bodies, because of our endocannabinoid system, your body makes all of the THC things that you get out of the plants. Not all of them. But because of the endocannabinoid system, you would think then if you took in cannabis and cannabis products that your body would stop making the cannabinoids of your endocannabinoid system. And yet that is not true. And in fact, they have found that for people who have an underperforming, non-properly working endocannabinoid system, that if they flood their bodies with cannabinoids, and they don't even have to be activated, they just use raw plant, and raw plant is non-psychoactive. THC is activated through heat. So if you just take non-heated THC stuff into your body, it's like eating lettuce. It will never affect you. It can't. But by flooding your system with the natural cannabinoids, that jump starts your own inner endocannabinoid system so that it actually starts pumping that stuff out properly. And your endocannabinoid system is amazing for a lot of reasons. It controls, like, it helps with inflammation, with pain, with proper functioning of your nerves. It is an absolutely essential thing, and our bodies would not work properly without it. And in my case, I'm one of those people that with chronic pain, the only thing that makes it so that I can function, and even that is not functioning well most of the time, is cannabis. I'd be wheelchair, I want to say wheelchair bound, but that's because I'm not somebody who's in a wheelchair. For somebody who is in a wheelchair, that a wheelchair is freeing. A wheelchair makes it so you're not trapped. A wheelchair is your vehicle to the world. I've read enough about this from people who are in wheelchairs. They say, please do not say wheelchair bound. This is not, I'm not bound to anything. This frees the world to me. So yes, it is wrong to say I would be wheelchair bound. But for somebody who's used to walking 6 miles a night just so that his legs don't hurt, that would be binding to me. And I don't want to end up in a wheelchair because I can't walk. I don't want to end up possibly bedbound because I can't walk, because it hurts. Cannabis saves me. It's the only reason I can move my hands like this. With my fibromyalgia, it's at a point now where before I started taking cannabis, I could not sign my name in one go. I had to start and stop because it hurt. When I don't take cannabis products, take a look at my older videos. When I have nothing for the day, I'm just like this. I can't move. I'm just in the center of the picture talking. And you can see that I'm not happy, and then it hurts. So yeah, cannabis and stuff like that is amazing, and it needs to be legal for everybody. Not everybody. If you are 18, before you are 21, before your body has stopped developing, you really should not. Because if you are going to become schizophrenic when you're an adult, if as a teenager you smoke cannabis products, that can bring on your schizophrenia now as a teen. And the difference between becoming actively schizophrenic as an adult and being actively schizophrenic as a teen is immense, because when you're older, you have life experiences to at least kind of prepare you. And when you're a teen, when you're still trying to figure out the world and what's happening with your own body and that happening, it's devastating. So I know I smoked cannabis with a friend of mine when I was in 4th and 5th grade. So it's hypocritical of me to say, please don't smoke if you're under 21. But we didn't know back then that it could bring on your schizophrenia early. And yes, schizophrenia is rare, but do you really want to take that risk? If you are willing to take the risk, there's nothing that anyone can say to stop you. So there's nothing I can say to stop you if you're going to. I'm just saying, please stop and think. That's all. And hey, I've opened up 24 hours with the comments in my community tab, and I actually have, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me comments. It is arranged because with my fibro, depression, cannabis use, I do have memory issues. So, even though I count American Sign Language, I may or may not actually count to 25. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that kind of thing. I'm better than most, but... And of course, I've forgotten what the other one was. Oh no, I'm not going to read the comments. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Afterward, I'm going to read, thumbs up each one I read, answer as many as I can, but for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left me a comment. Good comment, bad comment, and different comment. Just thank you for having left a comment. Calling up my Chrome, and also, I am getting really, really warm. I was freezing, so I put this thing on. Now, I'm almost to the point where I'm going to sweat. Ugh. But then cannabis actually makes me warm. If I'm cold and I smoke cannabis products, I warm up. And if I'm already warm and I start smoking, I'll sweat. So, Catastrophic Nerd Media, good to see you in the comments. Thank you very, very much. And Chris with an apostrophe, thank you very, very good. And much, and etc. Big Lee, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate. Big Frogums, thumbs up for that. And Ice Damon, greatly appreciate. Kathy Kits Cat, always good to see you. Karina C, thumbs up and thank you. Diego Chavez Perea, thank you very, very much. And Just Stupid Games, always good to see you in the comments. Parker Brown, thumbs up and thank you. Julie Smith, yeah, we're going to, yeah, I don't know. Nah, you're gonna get deleted for your abusive comment. So, Mr. Mass, thumbs up and thank you. Nick Prezzato, greatly appreciated. Justin G, thumbs up. And Jeffrey J, thumbs up and thank you. We have, hopefully, Angel Tirado, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up and thank you. Stian Carlson? Didn't pronounce that close, but thank you anyway, though. I hope I got semi-close. Carolinum, thumbs up and thank you. Good to see you in the comments. Jesus, greatly appreciated. Taha, thumbs up and thank you. William Gerard, greatly appreciated. X Tarnation, greatly appreciated. Veronica Cibrian, thank you very, very much. And last but not least, Ryan Miller, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thank you very much. It is appreciated. I have been depressed my whole life. I do need to get on the medications. Looks like my therapy is actually done and over with. The VA stopped paying for it. And that's not good. But if you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. I have so many leg spikes while I'm recording, I can only hope it looks halfway decent. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you don't want to, especially considering the video quality. Thumbs up. But if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. So thumbs up for that. Am I going to have many videos done today? I have no ideas. Probably not a reaction, but if I can, I will. I want to get back to doing it. It's just right now. I got a game video I got to edit and render. Hopefully I'll get something else done to keep the darkness from creeping in the cracks and making me feel broken, empty, and hollow. Hopefully. And hopefully your day will go well as well. A very good thing. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Hokey smokes, I've got like 5 seconds left. Take care.